diaspora based on your experience when it comes to investing back home and outside of real estate?
Yeah, so if it was talk to some diaspora people who are intending to come or who are even newly here, who haven't seen much, first I would start with the guys who are already in the States, who maybe have some intentions of coming. My lessons of returning are different. If I had to do it all over again, there are several things that I would have done that probably would have made my transition much smoother than it actually was. It wasn't so bad, but it could have been better.
Yeah, tell us about that.
One, before I even start my journey of coming to Kenya, I would invest in a place to stay. That's number one. I would not care much whether it's a very expensive house or not very expensive house, but I would actually avoid the issue of paying rent. That's number one.
And why?
And that is for people coming to Kenya to do business.
Oh, yes.
Not returning with a salary.
Yeah, because your cash flow is not consistent.
It is very inconsistent.
Yes.
And businesses in Kenya are very fluid.
Yes.
This month you can make a lot. 2-3 months down the line, you have nothing.
And,
Number two, I would invest in a car before I come here. I would literally go to those sites in Japan or whatever, and send a vehicle to Kenya.
Yes.
Because coming to buy a vehicle in Kenya, my experience has been, just beside being expensive, it's also, I've noticed that it's very easy for you to be brokered and sold for vehicles that are not good and all this stuff. If you buy a genuine nice car, it's way expensive, in my opinion.
Yes.
So, and it doesn't have to be an expensive vehicle.
Right.
Again, I'll do very basic.
Just a good vehicle.
A car that can take you from point A to point B.
Yeah.
When you come and succeed in business, you can always offer it for an Uber and maybe buy your own big car.
Yeah.
Or even you can still send it here, have it do business, whether it's Uber business, whatever business it does, and now buy another car that you want. But in the event that the business is not bringing enough money,
you can drive that car.
The biggest of them all, to me, is schools.
Schools. Oh.
Schools is the big kahuna.
Yes.
And they say schools because before we settle to where our kids go to school today, we had to try like 2 other schools.
Oh man, and they are at that tender age, at least for the first one especially.
And they wouldn't fit.
Yes.
They would not fit, and it was just total chaos. And those are young kids who almost should adapt to any situation.
Right, yeah.
But schools, like you said in the beginning, if they have to go to these international schools, they're very expensive.
They're very expensive.
They're extremely expensive. To some point, you even ask yourself, is it really worth it?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
It's a lot of money. Granted that they will, if they transition very well, if the kids were in the school in the US and here, especially if you go to like an American school system.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So now, that one is the big one. To me, if someone has young kids, or let's say school age kids.
Yes.
That's from pre-primary to, let's say, 12th grade.
Right, yeah.
At that point, you really need to ask yourself, if I was to bring this child to Kenya, what type of school would they go to? And if you decide, okay, they're going to go to an American school system, I would say one thing also. Figure out the fees outside of your business.